What's up, guys? It's Foggy Train here. Uh, I haven't made a video really in a long time. Kind of want to get back into just doing like little reviews and things like that. I have a channel on Instagram where I review movies and TV shows. There's a lot of fun stuff that I want to talk about. I can talk about stuff outside of that too, but that's besides the point. I know I've done like 5 of these by now, but whatever. The reason why I made this video because I wanted to talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. For whatever reason, a lot of people have had very differing opinions on the movie. You either love it or you really dislike it. I've seen people on Twitter saying don't even waste your money on it, which is absurd to me. I mean, I personally, I watched it twice. I was gonna go watch it a third time. I thought the movie was great. So I'm gonna talk about the movie a little bit. Highs in the movie. Visually, it looks great. Yes, there are a few scenes. There's this like floating head, which that doesn't look too good. Okay, I can agree with that. It was so bad to the point where I thought it was just funny. I really just like it, honestly. The humor, another point of contention there. A lot of people said that just the movie, just like that it was from an entertainment standpoint, it was really good, but then like plot and story, it wasn't great. Entertainment, I 100% agree. Yeah, it was like I loved watching it. I loved how without getting into spoilers, really, I'm trying to keep this kind of spoiler free. Obviously, there's fighting in the movie. That's not really a spoiler, but some of the people that are being fought with, they aren't like people. So instead of blood, they can get away with this gold liquid that spews out of them, like explodes out of their bodies whenever they get like stabbed, which I thought was really cool. I thought that was cool to see. I thought the locations were all done very well. I thought they looked really good. Thor's helmet in one scene I didn't like, but he doesn't, spoiler alert, very minor spoiler, he doesn't wear it throughout the whole movie. Like, it's there for one scene. The fight, which is also on the trailer, on the little small planet, the gray area place, like it looks fantastic. It looks so good. Just the way that light only comes from the characters themselves and their weapons with like lightning, done so well. That fight was, I loved it. I loved that fight. The actual storyline, I thought was great. I thought it could have benefited 100% from more scenes of gore. Christian Bale, he did such a good job. It only could have benefited from more of him doing anything, really. But I think it really could have benefited from more of him actually, like, killing some more gods. Like, he's called the God Butcher, but all we see is him kill the first one. And then we see some like pictures of gods that he's killed, and that's really all it is. And you know he wants to. That's the main premise of the story. So I think it could have benefited from more of that, and I really just would like to have seen more of Gore, because he did a great job with that character. The relationship between Thor and Jane is done very well. I never really cared about Jane. I never disliked her as a character, but I never cared about her until this movie. I actually found myself rooting for her a lot more than I did in any other movie. She was really good. Thor was great. A lot of people think that he's just like this stupid character and like, oh, that MCU ruined Thor, but it's like, y'all didn't like Thor 1. Y'all didn't like The Dark World. I liked Thor 1 a decent amount. I didn't think it was bad. The Dark World, there's nothing that I remember about it pretty much. I mean, I remember the main points of the story because it's just part of Thor's story, but there's no I don't want to rewatch it. This movie I want to rewatch over and over again. Ragnarok was the first time that people thought, okay, they've done a bad job with Thor now. Thor is ruined. They ruined him. He's supposed to be a serious character, but it's like, bro, they're making him actually enjoyable to watch instead of being this severely boring character that no one wanted to watch in the Dark World. And then Taika Waititi came back and yeah, the humor is over the top. A lot of people find the goats in this movie. I say the goats like it's like anything other. It's literally it's just goats. The goats. A lot of people didn't like them. I thought they were hilarious. I laughed every single time they were on screen. And then when I watched it the second time, I watched it with one of my friends sitting on the side of me who was like, "How many times are you gonna show the goats?" I was like, "Bro, the whole movie." We both laughed every single time they came up because I thought it was funny. I can understand how some people might not, but to me, that was hilarious. I think it sets up some pretty exciting stuff. I thought a lot of developments that you get from the movie were pretty cool. Post-credit scenes, of course, are really cool. First one is what actually sets up the next like movie or something else coming out with it, and that excites me. But yeah, I mean, overall, I would agree with people's statement that Ragnarok is better. It's just like it had a lot more going on in Ragnarok. This movie didn't feel like it had too much. It was more focused to me. There was not a whole lot that was happening. But Ragnarok kind of had a lot more stuff going on. There was some more like badass scenes, I guess, in Ragnarok. But in this movie, I mean, I could just it's not 3 hours. It's like barely 2 hours, and that's fine. I appreciate that. I don't need to sit down and have like half of my day taken from me when I go to the movies. I can appreciate a movie that just delivers a plot, and I walk away satisfied. Multiverse of Madness was a different story. It's not a bad movie. I might even just make a separate video talking about Multiverse of Madness. It wasn't a bad movie, but I much rathered Thor: Love and Thunder, 100%. Out of 10, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's a very solid score for a very solid movie that I cannot wait to watch again. That's about it. Subscribe to me, like the video, comment if there's anything you want to hear me talk about. I can ramble about stuff forever. I have to stop myself in this one. So leave your thoughts on the movie below and let me know what you want to see more of from me. If there's anything you want to see me talk about on the podcast with Gavin as well on Unproblematic, make sure to go check out that channel. That one has some really good stuff. And yeah, that'll be it. See ya.